What's up, comic fans? Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the treasure trove of comic book storytelling to uncover the top 10 storylines that are absolutely begging for the big screen treatment. And lucky enough, some of these storylines we are actually going to see very soon. Now that superhero movies have become a staple of modern cinema, studios are constantly hunting for the next great comic story to adapt. We've seen some incredible adaptations like Civil War and Infinity Gauntlet, but there are still so many untapped gems out there. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss our weekly comic content. And leave a comment letting me know which comic storyline you think deserves a movie adaptation. Let's dive right in. At number 10, we have DC's legendary Kingdom Come by Mark Waid and Alex Ross. This Elseworlds tale depicts an apocalyptic future where Superman has gone into self-imposed exile, allowing a new generation of reckless metahumans to run amok. The story's breathtaking painted artwork and its meditation on responsibility and heroism make it perfect for a prestige adaptation. Imagine the visual spectacle of seeing Superman's return, Wonder Woman's diplomatic mission, and Batman's armored resistance on the big screen. As one fan on Reddit's DC Comics put it, Kingdom Come would make for an amazing standalone film in the vein of Logan, a character-driven philosophical take on aging heroes facing their legacy. With DC already doing Elseworlds with the Batman and Penguin properties, no reason not to expand into a one-off like this. With the right director bringing a mature, thoughtful approach to this material, Kingdom Come could redefine what superhero films can accomplish. Coming in at number 9 is Marvel's reality-bending House of M. When Scarlet Witch suffers a mental breakdown and rewrites reality, the world transforms into a mutant-dominated society ruled by Magneto's House of M. With the X-Men joining the MCU, this story could serve as the perfect vehicle to explore the intersection of the mutant world with the wider Marvel universe. The concepts of alternate realities and the consequences of power have already been established in the MCU, making this a natural fit. Comic enthusiasts have speculated extensively about this possibility. As one fan commented on X, House of M would be the perfect way to introduce mutants to the MCU. Wanda's powers could explain why we've never seen them before. The emotional core of the story, culminating in Wanda's devastating "no more mutants" moment, would make for an unforgettable cinematic experience. Unfortunately, Scarlet Witch's arc is done in the MCU, and this would be unlikely to be made. Number 8 on our list is Batman's Court of Owls by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. This modern classic reveals a secret society that has been controlling Gotham from the shadows for centuries. What makes this story so compelling for film adaptation is how it challenges Batman's understanding of his own city. The Court of Owls and their Talon assassins would make for incredible cinematic villains with their distinctive owl masks and ceremonial daggers. Recent rumors from insider Daniel RPK suggest that elements of the Court of Owls might appear in upcoming DC projects, but fans are still waiting for a full adaptation of this chilling story. The Labyrinth sequence alone, where Batman is trapped and psychologically tortured by the court, would make for one of the most visually stunning and disturbing scenes in superhero film history. At number 7, we have Marvel's cosmic epic Annihilation. This space opera follows Nova, Star-Lord, and other cosmic heroes as they face the destructive force of Annihilus and his annihilation wave that threatens to consume the universe. With the success of Guardians of the Galaxy and the expansion of cosmic storytelling in the MCU, Annihilation would be the perfect next step. It could introduce characters like Nova and showcase existing cosmic characters in a massive, high-stakes adventure. Comic experts have long called for this adaptation. According to one prominent YouTube commentator, Annihilation could be the MCU's next Infinity War-level event, bringing together cosmic heroes against an extinction-level threat. The scale of space battles, the diverse alien races, and the desperate fight against overwhelming odds would make for an epic cinematic experience. At the halfway point at number 6, we have the atmospheric Gotham by Gaslight. This Victorian-era Elseworlds tale places Batman in 1889 as he hunts Jack the Ripper through the foggy streets of old Gotham. And I will be completely honest, this is one of my favorite Batman storylines of all time. So much so that I have a huge custom-made Gotham by Gaslight oil painting hanging in my studio. The steampunk aesthetic, period costumes, and gothic atmosphere would create a unique visual palette unlike any superhero film we've seen before. While there was an animated adaptation, a live-action version could truly capture the grit and mystery of this story. Fan discussions about this potential adaptation have been enthusiastic. One Reddit user wrote, "Gotham by Gaslight would be perfect as a detective-focused Batman film, leaning into the noir roots of the character with a period twist." The success of standalone films like Joker proves there's an audience for Batman stories that deviate from the main continuity, making this a perfect candidate for adaptation. Now, this one might be a perfect one-off for the DCU expanded worlds after the Batman movies are wrapped up. Number 5 is Planet Hulk. While elements of this story were incorporated into Thor Ragnarok, fans have been clamoring for a full, faithful adaptation of this beloved storyline. The complete saga follows Hulk as he's exiled to a savage alien planet, forced to battle as a gladiator, and eventually leading a revolution against a tyrannical emperor. It's Spartacus meets sci-fi with the Hulk at his most compelling. As one fan eloquently put it on X, Thor Ragnarok gave us a taste of Planet Hulk, but we deserve the full meal, Hulk finding purpose, love, and kingdom on a world that appreciates his strength. With Marvel continuing to explore multiverse stories, a variant Hulk undertaking this journey could make for an incredible standalone film that showcases the character's depth beyond just smashing. Now, honestly, Thor Ragnarok did give us a pretty good look at this story, and I doubt we will see it rehashed anytime soon, but one can hope. At number 4, we have DC's horror-tinged epic, Blackest Night. This story sees deceased heroes and villains resurrected as emotion-feeding Black Lanterns in a universe-spanning conflict that introduces the full emotional spectrum of Lantern Corps. The visual possibilities are endless, the various colored Lantern Corps battling across space, the horror elements of the Black Lanterns, and the emotional character moments as heroes confront deceased loved ones would make for a spectacular film. Comic book journalists have speculated about this adaptation for years. As one industry analyst noted, Blackest Night would require proper setup, but could deliver the emotional impact and visual spectacle that defines the best superhero films. With the right approach, this could be DC's equivalent to Infinity War, a massive crossover event with real emotional stakes and incredible visual imagination. Breaking into our top 3 is Alan Moore's legendary Saga of the Swamp Thing. This groundbreaking run redefined the character from a simple monster into a complex elemental entity connected to the green, the elemental force that binds all plant life. The environmental themes, horror elements, and philosophical questions about identity would make for an unforgettable film experience. Moore's poetic narrative and the visual opportunities of Swamp Thing's powers would create something truly unique in the superhero landscape. As one passionate fan on Reddit's DC Comics wrote, "Swamp Thing deserves the prestige horror treatment. It could be DC's answer to elevated horror while still having superhero elements. Imagine Del Toro directing this." Recent industry chatter suggests DC might be exploring their horror properties for development. The rich mythology, unforgettable villains like Anton Arcane, and the romance between Swamp Thing and Abby would give filmmakers a wealth of material to work with. At number 2, we have The Dark Phoenix Saga. Yes, it's been attempted twice in Fox's X-Men films, but neither adaptation truly captured the cosmic scale and emotional depth of this groundbreaking story. The tale of Jean Grey's corruption by the Phoenix Force, her struggle with godlike power, and her ultimate sacrifice deserves a proper, faithful adaptation now that the X-Men are coming to the MCU. Comic historians frequently cite this as one of the most significant stories in Marvel history. As one commentator noted, the Dark Phoenix Saga isn't just an X-Men story, it's a Greek tragedy set in the Marvel Universe. It deserves to be told with all its cosmic grandeur and emotional weight intact. With today's visual effects capabilities and the MCU's talent for balancing character moments with spectacular action, although unlikely to happen, the third time could be the charm for bringing this iconic storyline to life. And finally, at number 1, we have Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars from 2015. This multiversal epic brings together fragments of destroyed realities into Battleworld, a patchwork planet ruled by Doctor Doom as a god. I personally grew up on the 1984 version of Secret Wars, and that is also one of my all-time favorite books. Although the writing is downright rough and arduous, it gave Spider-Man his black symbiotic suit, aka Venom, and the best superhero toy line ever. By the way, I am still looking for a raw 1984 Secret Wars Hobgoblin with glider. Hit me up if you have one for sale. Back to the topic though, with the MCU already exploring the multiverse, Secret Wars represents the ultimate culmination of these concepts. The story scope is unprecedented, featuring virtually every Marvel character across numerous reality variants. The visual possibilities of Battleworld, the character drama of Doom as a deity, and the sheer scale of this universe-redefining story make it the most exciting potential comic book adaptation on the horizon. And as you are already well aware, Secret Wars is already in production coming after Avengers Doomsday, so at least one of these wish list stories we will get to see very, very soon. And there you have it, the top 10 comic book storylines begging for big screen adaptations. Which one are you most excited about? Did I miss any of your favorites? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more comic book content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.